Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy. Hello Sangha, welcome to day 17. I hope that you are finding the practice useful, and the mantras useful, the movement useful, the breathing useful. And we'll delve more into alternate nostril breathing today. We'll do the next step in that way. We're just going to move our bodies, get everything kind of loosened up for today. If you're doing this in the morning, I guess it will be Saturday morning. I hope this is helpful for you. Okay, so let's start lying on our backs with your knees bent and your feet flat. Allowing your body to settle, your right hand on your heart, your right hand on your belly, your left hand on your heart. Doesn't really matter too much which side you do, but your heart's mostly on the left, so it's more obvious to put your left hand there. And allow your breath to get a little slower and a little smoother. Let both hands rest by your sides. And today, let's turn our palms face up. And we'll sweep wide like we're making a snow angel with our arms. And let them come back down by your sides. And try that 2 or 3 more times. We're sweeping wide and up and over. We're sweeping back down by our sides. And we can try that for 1 more time. Try and keep your arms approximately resting on the floor. If you need to bend your elbows, bend your elbows. And then from there, press your feet against the floor. We'll do the leg part slightly different today. So push both feet into the floor and he'll let your hips come up. Hold them up and see if you can lift the other leg up. Okay, so lift one leg up and let it come down. Okay, keep your hips up and lift the other leg up and let it come down. Okay, keep your hips up. Another alternative is to straighten one leg. Keep your hips up and raise the straight leg and let it come down. Hello, Thompson. Okay. And then bring that in, straighten the other leg, keep your hips up, and lift the other leg. And let it come down. Hello, Thompson, you don't need to paw me in the face, okay? And then let your hips come down. And then from there, hug both knees in towards you, taking your hips from side to side, massaging your back against the floor. And then roll out to the side. It feels good for you. Push into the floor. And come to a seated position, shuffling your hips a little bit further back. Okay, Thompson wants to do some yoga with us today. So let your fingers come to rest in front of your shins. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, slowly go a little bit further forward. So maybe your hands come down, maybe your elbows come down. Lift your elbows, walk your hands back, take your hands behind you, and squeeze your shoulder blades together, and move them from side to side. Okay. Good, a little bit side to side, a little forwards and backwards. Good, and then inhale up with your left hand. Try and really touch up towards the sky. Remember that thing we said the first week, reaching without straining, okay? So you're reaching a little bit higher than you think you can, and you can keep reaching, but you don't increase like a strain or like the effort's not getting too high. And then bring your hand towards your opposite knee. It's like that Goldilocks thing I said, trying to find the perfect amount of effort. Inhale, reach up with both arms, and exhale, we turn to the other side. Inhale, we're reaching. Exhale, we're turning. Inhale, we're reaching. Exhale, we're turning. Inhale, we reach, and we're going to shake off Thompson's hairs on my face and just get nice and loose, okay? Let your left hand rest by your side. Inhale up through your right arm. Reach a little bit higher than you think you can. Okay, keep reaching. keep checking in that you're not creating any more tension than you need to. You're just reaching, and then slide the lower hand away, soften your elbow, and reach over your ear. Try the other side. Inhale, go high. Exhale, come over. Inhale, go high. Exhale, come over. Nice, everybody. Just keep that flow from side to side. If you want to do more, if you're like, oh, actually it feels really good each time I do this, I want to do more. So when I go to classes, I kind of just take whatever the teachers tell me as a kind of like approximate guide, and then I just go off and do my own thing. Hopefully they don't mind. I don't mind if you do it in my classes. I certainly don't mind if you do it at home. And then walk your hands a little bit further forward, let your forearms come down. And usually my head can come a little closer after doing those rotations and side bends. Lift your head up, walk your hands back, bring your feet forward, and start some movement side to side. Get the hips going one way and another way. Good. Free them up. And then come to the center. Bring both feet together. Bring your hands around your thighs. We've done this already this month, I think like day 15 or so. Lift your feet up a little bit higher, and then extend out through both arms. And if you feel like you can straighten through your legs into Navasana boat posture, holding it here, then hug it in, then shake off your legs, tap your knees up and down, get nice and loose. And then cross at your ankles, bring your hands forward and your knees towards the middle. Lift and lay your hands and do some crawling, right? So little Jackson, who's about 6 months old now, looks like he'll be crawling very soon, if not walking very soon. Okay, he's getting all the movement explored. So crawling's a really helpful thing. It was recommended by, so keep crawling, surgeon from Germany who's also a yoga teacher that I did a course with, and he was like, everybody should do a little bit of crawling each day. So lifting your knees, lifting your hands, and start to move your shoulders from side to side and your hips from side to side. Start to free up your spine. Keep this movement going, but if it feels okay for your wrists, bring your hands to point towards each other and do the same thing. Okay, so you're starting to warm into your wrists. You might do little circular movements for them, changing around. You might point your hands out, okay? And again, just side to side, forwards and backwards, easing into your wrists. And then if it feels okay, point one hand towards you, and you feel like in this area of your arm here, it's quite strong there. So you can go a little bit forwards and backwards, but be gentle with yourself and considerate of yourself. And then try that with the other hand. Okay. Some people have really flexible wrists and they can comfortably do both hands and bring their weight quite far back, but always feels a little tight for me. And move things around. From there, walk your hands back towards your knees and let your hips rest on your heels. And try and get length up through your spine. Okay. So I'm kind of watching myself, and it's kind of interesting to see yourself back. So it's kind of useful sometimes to practice in front of a mirror. And I see my head going forward all the time. I think it's like a genetic thing. I see some people in my family do that too. But I'm trying to like correct it. Bring your left foot forward and do a lunge. And take that out to the side. And a little wider still. Okay. And maybe even wider still, and sink your hips. And just start to flow into your body. So starting to warm up your inner thighs, start to work gently with your legs. All these options we've done this month, turning the toes. Hopefully you're starting to find the things that your body needs, okay? So once you've got your foot towards the front, inhale up with both arms. Exhale, go wide and sink your hips. Inhale, come up a little bit back. Exhale, come forward. We're going to frame our foot and then move our knee forward and our knee back. Good. From there, bring both hands inside your front foot. Take that foot a little bit wider. Tuck underneath the toes of your back foot. Move your heel towards the back of your space and sink your hips down. Okay, maybe a little, tiny little bit of bounce here just to see where the edge is for you. Turn to your left leg, inhale up with your left hand. Exhale, let it come down. Let your back knee come down. We're going to walk both hands a little bit forward. And maybe you can soften your right elbow towards the floor, so the elbow that's further away from your foot, and maybe inhale up with the other arm. Exhale, let it come down. Okay. Slide that hand back underneath. And what we're going to do is bring our left foot slightly over again. Walk both hands towards our back knee. Bend our back knee. Reach for our foot with our right hand. So if it's your right foot, it's your right hand. And vice versa if you're doing the other side. And then bring that hand back inside the front foot. And take a little lean forward and backwards. You can maybe bring your hand, your left hand on top of your left thigh. And lift up your chest, lift up your spine. Try and bring your right shoulder forward, okay? So you feel that all the way down the front of your right thigh. And if this is too tricky, lie on your left-hand side and hold your right foot with your right hand. Take your left hand forward, turn your thumb face down, sweep it all the way back. See if you can hold your foot with both hands, bring your heel towards your buttock. Good. Lifting your chest slightly, and then slowly release. Bring both hands inside your foot. Take your little foot, take your left foot, it might be a little foot, and then slide it back. Take both knees a bit wider, touch your big toes together, hips and your heels, forearms down, forehead down. Taking slow breaths in and out here. Lift your head, lift your forearms, walk your hands back towards your knees, bring your knees beside each other, back into Vajrasana, this kneeling position, seeing how that feels for you today. Let's take a right foot forward and do a lunge there. A little circle, out wide, okay. Maybe little circles, seeing how that feels for you. Good. Taking it over and around. Responding to what your body needs. If you want to go wider and sink your hips and come up and down a couple times, you might like to try that. And forward again. When you're ready, leave that foot towards the front. Inhale up with both arms. Exhale, go wide and sink your hips. Squeezing your upper body back, your lower body forward. Inhale, come up a little bit back. Exhale, come forward, frame your foot. And then from there, bend and straighten. Bend your knee and straighten your knee. And try that a few more times, just seeing what you need. Good. Inhale up with both arms. And exhale, flow down inside your front foot, taking that foot a little bit wider. And again, moving things around a little bit here. Tuck underneath the toes of your back foot. Move your heel towards the back of the room, sink your hips. Lift your chest, inhale up with the hand beside your foot. Exhale, let it come down. Let your back knee come down. Take both hands a little further forward. Take your time. See if you can lower your left elbow, the arm that's further away from your foot, and then inhale up with the other arm. Exhale, let it come down. Okay. Slide both hands underneath. And again, just some movements that free up your body for you, side to side, whatever you feel you need. Walking both hands towards your left knee. Bending your left knee and holding your foot. Again, if you can't do it, show you quickly. Just lie on your right hand side and hold your left foot with your left hand, okay? Relax like this. Okay. And then so if you're doing this version, you hold your left foot with your left hand, your right hand comes inside, and we move a little forwards and backwards. You might need something underneath your back knee. Bring that hand on your thigh, lift your chest, bring your left shoulder forward. Taking your right hand out in front this time, turn your thumb face down. Take an inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, sweep it all the way back. Both hands, whoa, watch your balance. Okay, both hands holding your foot. Lifting your chest. Okay, good. And then gently release. Let both hands come inside. Send your right leg back. Take both knees wide. Touch your big toes, hips and your heels. Forearms come down. Head comes down. Hips rest, shoulders rest. Your whole body's come to a space of rest. From here, lift your head, lift your forearms, walk your hands back towards your knees. Bring your knees together. See if you can take your weight a little further back. Letting some weight rest through your hands. And there's a couple of things we can do here. So you can let your knees come up and down if that feels okay. So your knees go up, down. Or you can let your hips go up and down. So like a version of camel that Camel's, for me, is a little controversial posture. It's not great for lower backs, but this is quite safe here, okay? Because we're coming up rather than coming down into it. And then come forward. Bring your hands forward. Cross at your ankles. Bring your, whatever you're using, I'm using this little cushion here for underneath your hips. So we can come back to our progressive practice of Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. So yesterday we inhaled through both nostrils and we closed our throat slightly. So the same way that you would fog up your glasses, you went, ah. That's that kind of action that happens in your throat on the inhale. And on the exhale, we closed off one nostril either time, okay? Alternately. Okay, so this time what we're going to do is inhale through one nostril and exhale through both, and then inhale through the opposite nostril and then exhale through both. So it's the same mudra, Mrigi Mudra, where we tuck our index finger and our middle finger in, and this time we're taking the inhale, okay? So close off one nostril, again using your pad, and inhale through one nostril. Exhale through both nostrils. But try and control the flow. Close off the other nostril using the pad of your ring finger and inhale through that one. And exhale through both nostrils. And try that again. So one nostril closed, inhale. Exhale through both. Slow, slow exhale. Inhale through the other nostril. And exhale through both. And do that for at least one more round, or even 2 or 3 more rounds. And remember, if there's any feeling of shortness of breath, miss out the practice, or even just touch your nose rather than close anything off, or even just close it very slightly. And once you finish the next round that you're on, allow yourself to sit. And we'll come back to Jyoti Raham. Jyotiraham. Jyotiraham. I am light. Okay. Jyotiraham. Jyotiraham. And allow yourself some moments in stillness and quietness. Let your fingertips connect, the base of your palms connect. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, everybody. A couple of things. The reason that we're going to work on refining our breath is that yoga says very definitely that there's a relationship between our breath and our mind. So the more we refine our breath, that we refine the fluctuations of our mind. Okay. And the other thing is, like, when we say Jyotiraham, we're saying I am light, but it's like brightness, lightness. And I was teaching in the rehabs this week, and one of the guys that was there says, I feel lighter. And I'm like, that's exactly what we're looking for in the practice, you know. And then my teachers say that what we want from the practice is lightness in our body, right? Not to feel so heavy in our body, and brightness in our mind, okay? So not to feel so dull or so erratic in our thinking, okay? So anyway, well done. I'll see you tomorrow for day 18.